New Braunfels has been named multiple times one of the best places to live in America and one of the fastest growing cities in America.
New Braunfels saw a more than 56% increase in population. It ranks third among the nation's fastest growing cities.
This has caused massive, rapid growth here in New Braunfels. In fact, from 2010 to 2019, the population here in New Braunfels has almost doubled. For those of you who don't know me, I was born in and lived in Michigan until about 2 years ago when I moved to New Braunfels. Now, my wife is from here, so I've been coming here since 2008. So I've seen all of this growth on steroids. And there's a lot I love about New Braunfels, including the people here who are super friendly. So New Braunfels has a very special place in my heart. That said, our booming city does have its downsides. So let's talk about some of those downsides to prevent anybody out there from wasting their time and money by moving to a city you're not gonna like. So here are the 6 reasons not to move to New Braunfels. The first thing I want to talk about is all of the people moving to New Braunfels. They're coming from other cities in Texas. They're coming from other states like California. In fact, I'm working with several families from out of state, including California, looking to relocate to New Braunfels. There's a lot they love about New Braunfels, including that it's perfectly situated between Austin and San Antonio. And they love, love, love our ultra outdoor lifestyle. On top of our new residents, we have over 2 million tourists every year because we're also a tourist town. 2 recreational rivers, multiple walking trails, parks, lakes, so it can get kind of crowded here. Now, we're not talking about Los Angeles crowded. Heck, we're not even talking about Austin crowded, but New Braunfels isn't the Mayberry, USA it used to be in the 70s and 80s. Heck, we're talking about moving toward a population of about 100,000 people in 2 years. Which leads me to the second thing I want to talk about, and that second thing is traffic. I've definitely noticed it's more congested in New Braunfels the last several years because more people are moving here, especially during the summer where there are tourists in town. New Braunfels is not New York traffic. Heck, it's not LA, or it's not even Austin traffic, but if you're on one of our 2 major highways in or through the city, you're gonna need to pack some patience. So right now I'm on 35, which is a major highway in Texas. It runs through New Braunfels, it runs south to San Antonio, and it runs north to Austin. I'm headed north right now through New Braunfels, and you can see no major issues whatsoever. It's moving along quite well, but if you have an accident in either direction, I've been stuck sometimes. It takes me 1 hour to move 1 mile. Right now we're turning into Creekside Shopping Complex. There's all kinds of restaurants and shopping stores out here. There are hotels out here. There are apartments out here, specialty shops, you name it. It's a piece of cake to get into Creekside, but getting out is a whole nother story. This is leaving Creekside, and it's really never pretty. That was rough. About 11 minutes to go about 1/8 of a mile. Right now I'm on 46, Highway 46, and it runs east and west through New Braunfels. Easily backed up to this point or even further back during the summer because of all the outdoor activities, including our recreational rivers. Today it is a weekday and it's around 5 o'clock. It's rush hour. And it's a little looser right now, but still we're gonna run right into some heavy traffic here. So that took a little bit over 7 minutes just to clear 46, which isn't too bad because, like I said, in the summer, easily 10, 15, sometimes 20 minutes because of all the summer tourists and all the activities, outdoor stuff going on in town. Here's the good news, though. The city is working on looking at these traffic tie-ups and these slow-ups throughout town and working on ways to actually improve the traffic flow. So that's good news. But if you don't like traffic whatsoever, don't move to New Braunfels. The next thing I want to talk about is the weather. Now, very rarely are you going to see me in a long sleeve shirt and slacks in New Braunfels, Texas. But it is winter time here, so right now it's in the low 60s. The average temp in the winter is 64 degrees. But in the summer, short sleeve, shorts, maybe a cap, grab your sunglasses, grab your water. We can go weeks where it is 90 degrees and sometimes over 100 degrees. And so we're subtropical weather here in Texas. So that means we have the humidity. So your heat index, it's not rare for your heat index. In fact, it's common for the heat index to be anywhere between 100 and 110 degrees. I remember my first trip to New Braunfels years ago. My wife took me to Landa Park, which is the largest park in New Braunfels. Even in the shade, I was freaking melting like Frosty the Snowman, and she still makes fun of me for that to this day. Now, I don't love the heat, but I've gotten used to the heat. And if I have to be outside, I'm gonna be outside before 10 a.m. and get things done, or after 6:30 p.m. in the summer to get things done, because that's when it's cooler outside. Unless you're going to one of our 2 recreational rivers or our huge water park or an outdoor pool, I definitely recommend doing that a lot in the summer because it feels so refreshing. So if you're not used to the heat or you just don't like the heat, I would not recommend coming to New Braunfels at all until after the summer, let's say around October through May, when it's not nearly as hot as it is during the summer. It's not nearly as cold either. It doesn't get cold enough to snow, but it did happen 3 years ago.
It's definitely snowing here. Snow.
But that's a rare occasion here in New Braunfels. It's like once every blue moon. Average temp, like I said, in the winter here in New Braunfels is around 64 degrees, so it's nice. The one thing you definitely will not hear in New Braunfels is where's the beef? Because we have a ton of restaurants and food trucks that serve ribs, steaks, hamburgers, chicken, but we don't have a lot of vegetarian or vegan options in New Braunfels. Unless you like tofu or salads or a hamburger bun filled with veggies. There is one restaurant, though, that has vegetarian options here in town, but other than that, it's pretty much meat, meat, and meat. So if you're a really strict vegetarian or vegan and need more options, New Braunfels is definitely not the place for you. Another reason you might not want to move to New Braunfels is because of its political views. Now, Texas is a conservative state, and New Braunfels aligns with the rest of Texas and also aligns with any other city in America that's conservative. So if your political views are different from that and you like to be around other like-minded people, then New Braunfels is not the place for you. But if different political views don't matter to you, then move to New Braunfels. My final reason why you should not move to New Braunfels is because of diversity or lack thereof. New Braunfels just isn't that diverse. In fact, over 90% of the population here is either white or Hispanic, and that's just about it. So if you're used to communities where you have more diversity, or you'd like to live in a community with more diversity, like United Nations diversity, then New Braunfels is definitely not the place for you. Now, with all these reasons I mentioned not to move to New Braunfels, if none of this stuff really bothers you, then come on, move to New Braunfels. Give me a call, because you will honestly probably really like it here. New Braunfels, in my opinion, is a great place to live. We have so much going on. We have the great outdoors, the weather, the restaurants, the specialty shops. It's a very people-friendly place. It's a very dog-friendly place. We have authentic German food. And it's a great place to raise a family as well, because we have great schools. I just want to take a quick second to thank all of the people who reached out to me with questions about New Braunfels and telling me that they've never heard of New Braunfels until they stumbled upon my channel here. So if you're thinking about moving to the New Braunfels area, shoot me a text, throw me a phone call or an email, whatever. I've got your back. I want to be your best New Braunfels area tour guide. So if there's something you folks want to see, please put it in the comment section below. Until the next video, we'll see you later.